Welcome to another edition of eRadio Business Focus, and today this one especially for the ladies. We've got Yentas founder Penny and Leila joining us to talk about this great initiative, this brand new platform. Penny, welcome to eRadio Business Focus. How are you doing?
I'm great, thank you. Thank you, Ian, for having me.
Thank you for joining us. Can you tell us what is Yentas and how did it come about?
Well, Yentas is a platform for women to share safe travel recommendations through a platform that is relatable to them with regards to their life stages, as well as being able to search, as well as document their travel experiences. How it came about is that I have been in the travel industry for the last 14 years, and I have traveled with a lot of women. I still have a group travel business called Soul Traveler Tours, and that got to a level where I would take a lot of women on trips, and I realized that women would ask other women, and they would refer to this person as a friend who did the referral. And it didn't matter who the friend was, but it's just that they trusted another woman enough with safe recommendations for anything. So I thought to myself, we had COVID and the pandemic, and all businesses were shut down. And at that time, I started to reflect on all the insights that I had gathered over the past 10 years at the time, and then went about to do proper interviews with people that I traveled with to say, what is the actual need? What are the barriers to travel for women? And one of the things was obviously safety. Safety is high on the agenda in terms of when women are planning their travels. And that is just not women traveling on their own, but it's women traveling with families too. And also just the fact that when we all go on holiday as a family, the mom is the one that's actually trying to bring people together, or looking for a nanny, or looking for time to rest. So all those particular insights are known by other women. So I thought about researching how to get the salt, because it's something that I've needed raising a family. It's something I've needed as a woman to say, where can I find one place where it's women that I can relate to by way of an algorithm, and that can give me the information that I need. But it's not being sold to me, but it's in a manner that I can see that, okay, this woman, she is at this certain age, she's got these children, she's traveling with them or traveling on her own, and this is her experience, so that it can help me to better plan, to better budget, and just to be better informed about the choices I'm making wherever I go in the world.
Love it. And then, Penny, what would you say is the intention behind this platform?
So the intention behind is that, I get often asked, is that why women only, The world is designed in very much a patriarchal, hierarchical way. So women navigate through the world in a already made infrastructure. But the way that we've navigated through the world is that we have used each other as resources for information. So I wanted to build a platform where women contribute to that, for women to be able to move better within the world with better information, with insights that are women-centric. And so that's the intention, is that it's not only that it's not for men, but it's just that in most cases, it's the women that are doing the planning for all travels. So it was about just lessening their load when it's time to make those travel decisions.
And can you tell us about your quiz?
So the quiz is actually the fun part of how you first engage with our platform. The first thing is that we wanted to bring to the forefront that when you are traveling, just as any human, there's a certain persona that you are when you're traveling, and to bring that intention back to figuring out the kind of person that you are when you're traveling. So we came up with a fun way that is essentially a personality test. And with that personality test, you are able to segment and find out the type of traveler that you are. And that is the relatability part, that you find other women who travel like you. So if you're looking for a travel list currently on our platform and you're a perfectly planned Yenta, you can find other perfectly planned Yentas, and you will see by the list that they create, they've got the information that you need. An inquisitive Yenta wants well-researched things. So when she looks at those lists, she actually would be like, that's exactly what I'm looking for. That's exact information that I'm looking for. I'm actually a carefree Yenta. And a carefree Yenta is the one that goes, oh, I'll just figure it out. I just came back from Greyton yesterday, and I had, accommodation because I've decided where I want to sleep, but I want to meander my way there and figure out and find out and be pleasantly surprised. For some people, that's frightening. They want, every step planned. So we wanted the lists for them to be relatable, for that friend part, so that it's relatable, that the detail is there.
Okay. And can you talk us through your tagline? That is, live it, love it, list it.
The thing is that there's a lot of information available, Google and various platforms available. And they can be daunting as well as overwhelming, because there is a couple of layers. And a couple of layers is that it's properties that are selling stuff to you, or it's actually people who have created stories intimate stories regarding their travel experience. So you've got to wade through information. I went there on my honeymoon and I didn't really like it. But if you're reading it, it's actually because of the situation that they were in. So this was about making it a simple list, that it's about a list. So did you live it? So there's advocacy in that you've actually had this experience, and we only want to know what you loved. So if you did 10 things in Greece, please tell us the things that actually worked for you, and then keeping it as a list so that it's actually not long drawn stories and paragraphs, because travel is, it should be stripped down to the point that I need to make my own memories. I can't take on your memories onto my trip, if you understand what I'm saying. I need to make my memories within my trip. So what the information that I need is, what are the safety features, or what are the safety recommendations that you have, and it needs to be practical. So the practicality of part with these, which is the listing, is that the platform has 25 safety tags. And those 25 safety tags range from, there's poor signal, dress in flat shoes, don't wear high heels because it's cobblestones, dress moderately because it's a religious site. So many people, you've heard stories that they've traveled far and they're not dressed appropriately and therefore cannot enter a site. So that is actually a safety thing. It's not necessarily physical harm, but it's just access. It's anything that hinders access and freedom whilst you're traveling. So those tags are from, carry cash. There's a poor signal. Make sure that you get the SIM card at the airport. And those are the types of things that are added on, that are built into the platform, that when you create your list, you then add those safety features.
Love it. I think it's such a great initiative. I must be honest with you, Penny, I never heard the term Yenta before, so I had to do a bit of research, and Google defines it as a woman who is a gossip or a busybody.
I know. It's actually, Yenta is, because Yenta is Yiddish.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, yeah. But from the word Yentel. But this word is actually Siswati.
Oh, okay.
Yes, yeah, which means to act and to do.
Love it.
Yes, yeah. So this is actually giving women to act and to do within their travel experience.
So Penny,
Even in contribution to recommendations. Yeah.
Awesome. So Penny, what would you say? What kind of woman needs this?
Actually, it's all women, but obviously I think firstly it's women who are curious to travel, because the platform lives in the various stages of travel. So before you travel, and when you're currently traveling, and post-travel. It's basically your travel digital diary. We've built the platform in such a way that you don't have followers, and as in other social platforms. You actually have your profile, and you have all your lists that you can create, and those lists you can share via URL to friends and family. And so people don't follow you, but you have an ability to share your lists, if that makes sense. So woman who needs this is a woman who is either planning her travels, reminiscing about her travels, and saving or creating a collection for her bucket list of travel.
Okay, so to clarify, this is for every woman traveler, not just for a solo female traveler.
Yes, so it's women in relationships, in families, in all situations. So it's not for solo female travelers. Okay. There's a lot out there for solo female travelers, but this is for all women. So our platform will have something like, I'm a mom of 2 with children under 10 in terms of your search bar, and I want to go to Greece. Then you will see moms with 2 kids. Of course, their relationship status is not the reason. It's just that they are traveling with the family. And so I, as a 50-plus-year-old woman with older kids, is not looking for the same thing as a woman with young kids, if that makes sense. And yes. it then distills your preference. So yes, I'm a mom with kids under 10, but I'm also a bird watcher and an adventure seeker. So I will look at those lists that are relatable to me.
Okay. And Penny, at what point in her travel journey can a woman use this platform?
So it's actually at every stage. So at dream stage, when you are exploring where you want to travel, you can actually explore the lists that are already on the platform. And whilst you're traveling, you can document your travel journey on the platform. And then post-travel, when you are reliving the moments and memories post your travel. Because it's like your own catalog. It's a library of your catalog of your trips. However, they are searchable and shareable.
That's so cool. You mentioned safety tags as well. What does safety look like for women during their travel journey?
Safety is obviously the obvious term regarding safety, which is physical safety. And for women, safety is also nuanced. So it's things like, I mean, you would be surprised. It's things like, this hotel did not have a full-length mirror, which means that as a woman, I don't know what I look like before I step outside. You understand? And also, I didn't know, I wasn't prepared with regards to my dress in terms of the environment that I was going to. And so they don't feel emotionally safe. We don't feel emotionally safe. So safety is beyond physical. It's also just emotional safety and feeling that you can be free in a space. It's having cash on hand instead of haggling with your card in an environment that you're not aware of. It's understanding that, if you're going to Signal Hill here in Cape Town and you want to watch a sunset, try and get there by 4:00, so that you're not missing the moment, and because you're stuck in traffic, which most things won't give you that piece of information. So once you've got it on your bucket list, but you just can't go there because nobody's actually given you the information, or you get to a place and they tell you, no, actually it's cash only and it's local currency, and you thought the dollars would be fine. So it's that kind of information. Good. Yes.
So nice. And then, of course, why would you say does the world need this? I think you've already answered it, but why would you say, why does the world need this?
I think it's time. I think it's time that the way women view the world is available to women. And I think it's time that women love to share and contribute. And it's time that is that's celebrated in a way. In terms of other women's travel journeys. I think the world definitely does need that. We have a lot on our plate, and we women have always found a way to lessen each other's load, even if it's just with information.
Okay, and then lastly, where can women find this wonderful platform, Penny?
You can find us on all social platforms. So We Are Yentas is on Instagram. You can give us a follow, which is amazing. And if you get to We Are Yentas on Instagram, you can then take the quiz. It will take you through to take the quiz. And that is on our website, which is weareyentas.com. It's a web app, and that means that there's no need to download it. And if you create a profile, you are able to create an icon on your phone that you have quick access to be able to upload your lists. So we've made it that it's actually not an app that you've got to download, but that it's a native platform.
And that's very clever. Penny, I'm very, very impressed with this wonderful initiative here, and I'm very proud of you. I know it takes a lot of work to get it from idea to actually implementing it and making it a reality. So I just want to say well done, and I really wish you all the best. Please keep us posted.
Thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much. And thank you for all the support and spreading the word. And we are also crossing our fingers that we grow from strength to strength.
Oh, I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will.
Yes.
Awesome.
Thank you for your time.
And thank you for your time. That's Yentas founder Penny and Leila joining us here on eRadio Business Focus today. Go and check out their site and this wonderful, wonderful platform, especially, well, for the ladies. Thanks, Penny.
Thank you. Take care.
Have you ever wondered about your travel style? Are you perfectly planned, the type who gets up at 6 a.m. to see the sights of a new city, checklist in hand? Or the carefree honey who just wants to ease into the day? Take our quiz to find your travel style and discover a whole community of like-minded women at Yentas, a brand new travel platform made for women by women. Because no one gets it quite like women do. Explore lists to inspire your next trip and keep your travel memories, recommendations and safety tips from those who've actually been there all in one place. Come and explore the world of Yentas on weareyentas.com. Live it, love it, list it.